Hello, hello, and we're live again. Number 14, completing 2 full weeks of these lives. So, if you're new here, my name is Fernando, and I'm from Hippo Design Studio. I make framer templates, and I'm here teaching my process, going through my process of how I'm creating my next framer template. If you haven't yet, check out hippodesign.studio, which is my website where I have one current template and this one that we're kind of walking through the process of building now is also going to be there as soon as it's available. So feel free to check it out. And yeah, let's jump right in. So I think today we're going to be probably looking at the last step that's not really like executional. So basically what I'm doing, I've been animating over the last few videos. I've been animating between each of these slides here on the hero, adding a little bit of interactivity on some elements as we scroll down the page. And basically just did like one full homepage sweep on everything that we wanted to do. And I actually have to do the same with the mega menu. I just realized something is a little bit off here. Let me just quickly correct that issue. I don't know if you saw on the right hand side, we have an issue with padding here. Why that's happening, I'm not sure. I think it's probably because of the scroll bar that's showing up here on Framer. So yeah, I mean, once actually no, where everything's fine. Once we get into responsiveness, this is gonna be okay. So never mind. But yeah, as I was saying, right now I basically started to kind of refine the animation that we had for the mega menu. You can see it's kind of working. Not the second one, but the first one, it's kind of working. We do want to add a couple of tweaks, and of course then transform or transfer over whatever changes that we make to the other states here. I'm already going to go ahead and kind of make sure this navbar is not in that weird position here. But for now, it's going to be absolute anchored to the top at 0 pixels. Yep. Just so it doesn't like look all weird for now. I'm gonna make more adjustments as we go, but that's gonna be plenty for right now. Just so it doesn't look that broken. And then once we're okay with all of the animation adjustments on the main one, I'm just gonna kind of transfer those over to these two. I'm not actually that far off. So the first thing I want to do is I want to have a scroll blocker be visible here inside our mega menu when we open. And just check because that should already be working actually. And it's not. For some reason it's not. Let's see. Maybe it has to just be there. Nope. Funny because it was working when I initially developed this. I wonder what happened. But let's see. So on our first state there, it doesn't work. That's fine. Yeah, so maybe I just I had to set it to yes, of course. Forgot I had this setting there. It's not just making it visible, but actually turning it on. Okay, beautiful. It doesn't scroll now, so it does work. So a couple of things you can see when we hover, there's a bit of a weirdness going on here with the spacing. You can see that it moves around weirdly. So let's first get rid of that. So now this is set to 1440. This one also 1440. our nav bar is positioned at the top 1405. Okay, that's the reason. So here we want to do 100%. And there we have 20 pixel padding, so it's 100% minus 20 on each side, so basically 20 and 20. Yeah, 1400. I think that should take care of it. Let's just check. Yeah, beautiful. At least on that side there it does. Not so much on the right side, so we can check out what's going on there. Maybe this, actually maybe the padding is different. On the right side it's supposed to be 15, so that's probably the reason. Just because of the way visually, like balancing it visually, the way that the card button looks on the right. That's pretty much it. There's a little bit of a weird, yeah, okay, now it's because of the scroll bar appearing, disappearing, so that's fine, that's to be expected. We're good with that. Now, I still have that issue with the card, but something happened and this did get fixed, the initial state for the search, which is great. They did let me know at Framer Commerce. They just sent me a message to say to check it out and test it to see if it was working, and it was. Apparently, some Framer update that just kind of like made this work again, but the card is not 100% yet. As you can see, when I close it, something quite weird happens there. So back to the task at hand. Okay, this is all working fine. Yeah, that's okay. So this one, I feel like it's working quite well. I still want to, I'm thinking maybe I'm going to do like a stagger on here. The other thing, actually, we needed to connect the actual collection. So I'm actually going to do that here because we have a collection for categories, right? Something we've built many videos ago. And there, we're actually going to just add it in here. But I'm not sure if this is part of the actual thing. Let's see. So now in here we do have a collection. Yeah, okay, it's because the collection in this case is the actual, like the category list is here. So you know what, much easier to just add it from insert. Let's go to collections and go ahead and select category list. I'm gonna just kind of take this guy over here. That's gonna be our category card, right? Let's copy our style, remove that, these two, paste style. That should pretty much do it. Yeah, now connect dynamic elements. So we have image and category title. Beautiful. All right, so there, this is what we're going to use to populate that. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop it in. It's a, let's see, it's a grid. No, it's a stack, actually, a stack with a wrap, 20, 20 for padding, for gap, sorry. So I'm actually just going to drop it in right there. Yeah. And there, it's going to be, what is it? The width, 300. So like a 310. No, it has to be 15. And just like set it to horizontal and to wrap. Yeah. We want to have 4. Obviously, we can't have as many as we have collections. So here, we're actually going to do space between. Oh no, actually not. Just send start, because otherwise it won't take the gap there. Still don't love that, but that's okay. Limit to 4, and now we do want to have a filter of sorts. So actually I'm actually gonna add that field here. So it's gonna be featured. Oh, we do have it featured in menu. Okay, so this is gonna be featured in. I'm thinking because we have two places to feature them. One is on the top right of the menu, and then the other one is in. So featured. The other one's under shop. So let's see, featured in shop menu. Yeah, and this one is going to be featured in nav menu. Not terribly creative, but we'll see. Okay, so here we're going to do let's definitely have couches set to yes. Let's do like credenzas and shelves. Yeah, cool. So filters featured in shop menu. Set it to yes. Let's do at least 4, right? So set like maybe wardrobes as well. Okay, cool. That's much better. All right. I'm thinking I might increase this a little bit. Something like a 40 just to match the rest. And obviously for all, it's just going to take us to the main shop categories page. We also, I might want to have a field, let's say ordered by featured in shop menu. I guess. No, not yes, no. Okay, so maybe just title A to Z. I guess that works. So for now, that's okay. This image is going to be static. That's perfect. All right, cool. So that's pretty much it for this part. I do have, let's see, navbg. I do have a place for this navbg element. Yeah. I don't know if we need to use it. Actually, I think we don't. Excuse me. Not for these ones, at least. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove them for those open states. Let's check this out just for a moment, just for the moment, to see how it's looking. So we have shop. Good. This is still one rigid block, which we're gonna fix in a moment. When it goes between them is what I'm sort of questioning, because like here, let's see, our height is set to fit. Oh, here it's fixed, and I guess yeah, here it's fixed as well. So actually, let me go ahead and do it as fixed on all of them, because I feel like it might be better when we're switching between them. Yeah, like it's less disruptive, I would say. Now we want to have the scroll blocker on all of them showing and also set to yes. So let's just set it to visible and to yes. Yeah, here as well, and that's going to be inside of where did I put it? Oh, okay, there. So I guess that should do it. Yeah. Beautiful. Working great. All right, so now the only thing that I'm kind of debating, you can see that there's like a little bit of flashing and like weirdness going on because basically those animations are set up differently now. This one, I think, let me just be sure, but I believe I made this without, yeah, this one has no fill on the mega menu container there, whereas this one probably has a fill. Yeah, you see? So I'm actually going to remove it on all of them. I want to see what that gives us, because now the issue is that it's kind of flashing because they're changing. Yeah, you see? It's actually not bad, although I don't want it to be structured this way. I want it to feel like one cohesive thing. I'm curious as to what is the element that gets this sort of like growing effect. I think it's this one. Appear effect. Let's see. Ah, yeah, because I added an appear there. That's why. So it's going to be desktop content, and it's just a stack to the right. So it's like it's basically this one, or maybe this one. Oh, okay. It's this one. So if that has a background, so the thing that I was trying to figure out last time, I was kind of messing around with this. Perfect. That's it. I'm kind of starting to like this effect. So let me go ahead and add a cream background here. I am going to remove this one. Yeah. I think this might do it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. That's the idea. But I don't want it to look so destructured. So what I'm going to do is instead I'm going to actually add a background fill of, let's say, like maybe a dark cream. I want to say a dark cream to the main parent. Let's see, mega menu 1, 2, and 3. Let's do dark cream here, and let's just kind of see what that looks like. I don't know if that's what I'm looking for. Like, it's kind of better, but it's not exactly what I wanted yet. Let's try a black. I don't want to see it from here. Like, I've been coming back because I want to see it on the actual page, so it's not bad, but it's still not what I want. Okay, so maybe what I can do, yeah, actually that's it. I'm gonna remove those, yeah, and the pure effect that I have here, I'm just gonna copy it over, or maybe I can just, yeah, can I just do it on this parent? I'm just gonna put it on here instead. So remove it from this one, yeah, put it on the parent, because that way like everything is gonna move together. It's enough to just check it out, just on the first two there. Yeah, then like that's the issue though, because I don't want it to feel like we're opening up every time. Like this one's cool because it like it kind of, yeah, I guess I'll just go with this one. I like it. I know it's kind of destructured, like I said, but it's nice. Like it fits. So this one, except no background on the parent. So reset, I think that's what we want. So let's check it out one last time. Yeah, because then like our images don't go back up. So it feels like it's still open, you know? But I do want to make it a little bit faster. Like this whole appear stuff. It's like it's nice, but it's still a bit maybe something like this, like to feel faster. Timing is not, but no, so not actually what I want. Not a lot of easing here. Last actual time. I think that should do it. It's interesting because it almost seems like yeah, because I added more easing on the top there. Yeah, so less easing here. Let's check it out. I liked it before more than this, to be fair. I'm trying to go back. I think we're probably past it. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna copy it over. That's okay. So we have this one. We'll deal with that in a moment. So this one is the parent one. It's fine. That's what we want. Okay, so paste that in. That should match, make them all match. So now. Okay, that's nice. So we can't really scroll down, but the thing I was talking about, like if I open it here, especially when the page is you see like the cream, I don't know, it's not exactly what I want. So I'm gonna try and add a background here. I was having an issue with that, but I think now it's gonna be okay because of the way that I structure this. So instead, let's just set this to absolute. Yep. We're gonna go ahead and paste it in here. It's gonna be the background overlay, right? Absolute. Why it's like this, I don't know. Because it's not a frame, that's why. So we want to have it as background overlay, BG for short, actually. Set it to absolute, align it to the top left. It's actually going to be a black at about 50% or so. Maybe 75 actually. Not visible initially. Here it's visible. So where is that? BG overlay. So here we're going to set it to visible. Alrighty, from here I want to do 0 on all sides because I actually want it to be, and then here it's like 100% everywhere. 0 and also 0. There it's going to be relative 100%, but there it's 100 viewport. Yeah. Cool. So on here, I simply want to set it to visible. Don't know why, but it's supposed to be 0. I don't know why it did that. And that's it, I think. So I'm just gonna remove this clip to see if it does anything. I think we'll be okay for now. Little bug there on the preview. Beautiful. I'm just gonna have to reset it. Yeah, Cool. Happens to every software product. All right. Okay. I mean, it does work. Of course, we don't want it to like abruptly appear like this, but that is what I wanted. So let's just fix the transition and we should be good to go. So background overlay, the opacity is going to be 0 there. And of course, it'll be set to 1 over here. Just duplicate the same to the other ones. I'm moving down because I want to see it on. Yeah, it's still. Let's see. Visible. I'm just gonna try and on appear. Fade in. Let's see how that goes. I'm gonna do it pretty slow just to be super clear if we're actually seeing it appearing. Because right now it's just like popping into the screen. It's not what we want at all. Okay, beautiful. That's it. That's it. But now once we get out of it, and it sets back to invisible. Might be fine actually. Let's see. Actually, maybe that's not a bad thing. If I want to go down, does that also? Yeah, it's pretty abrupt on the mega menu as well, and that I don't really like. I think it shouldn't be. But then again, of course, we have it set to to invisible or to not visible here. So maybe what we want to do is have it set to absolute of like a minus 600 or something. And then there it's going into relative and of course to visible. Now I am not sure what's happening here. Yeah, okay, so the content 1 is there. Why can't we see this stuff? I know why. Just because of the way that these are overlaid in here. It's pretty confusing with the way that we have to like let the parent show, but that's okay. It's not so bad. I think this should take care of everything. Okay, cool. Yeah, weird thing is like now we don't see our animation, which I don't love. Huh. I wonder if I can just set it to not visible after some time. Or maybe that's it. Like maybe it's fine that it's just like, because you know, oh wait a second. No. Here we are getting it set to visible. Yes. Okay. Fill no. Do we have anything applied as an effect? No, we don't. Mouse leave. I mean, it's pretty much all we can do. Oh yeah, actually we could could have a delay there. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. Delay of like 1 second. Because I want to see if it's going to do anything. No. Problem is the transition. Yeah. So that means that this, if we don't want it to just pop out, it has to be visible there. And like move somewhere. So I think I'm going to leave it like this for now. I think we're okay. Cool. So I think maybe I'm not even going to change. Wait a second. If I hover over this here, yeah, it does mean hovering out of this, because that's on top and it's a different element and they're not contained. Let me just try something here. What happens if we do it like this? Where this is set to visible. But this one is set to invisible. And this one is set to why do we have a background? Oh, okay, that's why. Here, this one would have no background, and that one would be set to visible. How does that work now? Kind of works as I expected, actually. Okay, maybe that's the way then. So here we will still have, yeah, we'll still need the padding. It's set to absolute, but 2016, so 20, it's 20 and 15. There, when it's not, then it's gonna be 15, 20, yeah. Which, yeah, actually, yeah, that's easier because then we can just zero it out from there to there. It's much better. It's easier to control. And now, all we're gonna do is just kind of cycle through these variants. If I want to go and look at search, I can. It doesn't feel odd or anything, and it does close when I tap into search. It's perfect. If I go into cart, same thing. That's actually much better. So now let's just go ahead and tweak these other ones. So here our nav bar is going to also be set to, well, I mean, it's absolute 0 and 0, and the same thing there. So 0, 0. I think that should take care of it all. Let's see. Okay, cool beans. That's great. Still have the little weird like hiccup there with the cart. It just disappears. I do not know why that happens. But everything else looking quite good. We're just missing the background, the BG overlay on Mega Menu 2 and 3. So we'll just go ahead and kind of do the same there for those. 2 and 3. Overlay, yes. And what else did we have there? I think it's the z-index. No. Z-index of 1. Maybe. No. Absolute z-index of 1 visible. Do I not have a z-index here for mega menu? That's probably why. And here we probably do. Yeah, there is a 2. So instead, set this back to 1. And this one is going to be set to 0 by default. We don't need to reset it. Not here and not there. Should be good. Let's check it out. Apologies. Okay. Nice. Nice. We got it. That's it. That's perfect. So we're looking at our menu here. We have the overlay, overlay, overlay. I can scroll, scroll, scroll. Blocks the scroll on all of them. I can open the search if I want to. Here it goes. Oh yeah, and then wait a second, because if I hover out right now, if I hover out of the mega menu, it should trigger. No, it's triggering if I leave the actual component. So no, I'm gonna have to change that to an interaction on the mega menu, and then trigger on mouse leave, set to variant. This one will be, I guess, dark BG, is it? Yeah. Same thing. Click shouldn't have anything. Same thing should be done for those. So none here, or here, or here. Reset. So the mega menu here. It has it on the light PG, should be dark. This one, dark, and here. Mouse leave, set it to desktop dark PG. That should do it. Now if I go ahead and do this, beautiful. There also. Okay, amazing. It's working quite well. All right, so what else have we got? Let's see. I think it has a little delay, doesn't it? Shouldn't, but I feel like it might. Mega menu. No, it doesn't. All right, so the other thing that we're missing there is, unfortunately, we need to duplicate those. Oh, no, never mind. Actually, that's true. I forgot. I had done it in a way that I wouldn't have to duplicate all of them, because that was the thing. Like, I didn't want to have, it's kind of crazy to, in my opinion, to have a variant of the same exact content everywhere, just to be able to like reset the little background on the nav there. So instead, I just made them all revert back to light. So even if it's at the top here, if you open it, it goes back to light, and that takes care of it. Like if it's down here or not, it's still okay. Yeah, cool. Cool. Could be better, but it's quite nice already. Okay, let's add, I want to add a hover state. Two things. I want to add a hover state to, well, the card has it. Still not sure about this whole, like, corner radius there. That's fine. But I do want to have something here and something on these cards there. So let's start with the cards because they are the same component. Product list card. And you hover over it. We want to have a zoom of the image. So the scale, we'll set it to, let's see, 1.1. Should do it. Let's check it out. Yeah. It's way too fast, but that's what we want. So check out our transition here, not on hover, but on primary. Let's do instant of like, I think this is okay. That's kind of what I want. Let's just see how that feels now. That's nice. There's a weird alignment thing here that I can see. Let's just check that out. Why is that happening? Okay, we have those cards here. Set to center. That's not the reason yet. Let's see, set it to fit. It should be set to fill maybe. That's quite weird. Yeah, I think, let's see. 360. Set it to fit. Except I don't want the width to be set to fill. Yeah. It's a little bit closer. Still have the alignment problem there. Is there an alignment here? There is, but that, no, that's not it. It's inside the card. Ah, okay, that's the problem. See right there? So actually, you don't need to change that. Just, oh, no, I thought it was something on the image. Do I have a height maybe we have a height that's set it to fit, and here it is set to 450. Let's do like I don't know, 200. Okay. Now, the way this breaks tells us something. I think they're not aligned the same way. Yeah, and that's it. All right, cool. So it's easy. It's pretty easy to change. Ah, come on. Let me do it together. Okay, fine. Start, and start. Yeah, cool. Although we don't really want to do it like this, I just realized it probably should be a catalog component. Or even just a CMS, but filtered. Yeah, that's what we have. Okay, so filters best sellers. That's perfect. That is what I had. Never mind. I already done that. I thought I hadn't. So let's go ahead and preview this once again. I quite like this hover. It's feeling quite nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. I really like that. That's cool. Zooming in a little bit too much. That's the only thing I want to change about it. Oops, not here. There. 1.0, I don't know, 7. There, and our appears, they're a little bit weird also. Still feel that as a kind of an odd, too long. I don't know, timing is a little off. Set like 0.8. Let's see how that goes. I think that's gonna improve it. Come on, Framer. Really? Can you? Okay, cool. Oh, it's feeling way too fast. Actually, maybe the same hover. So that transition right there, I can just try copy that. Paste it over here. How about that? Let's see. Yeah, those definitely feel faster. Okay. I guess we'll tweak it as we go. The last thing I want to do is I want to make those lines appear again because it was quite nice. The animation there was quite cool, but we don't see them. We don't have time to see them. So it's gonna be on appear. No, it's on. Yeah, I wanted to do section in view, but I couldn't do it for the footer. That was the issue I was having yesterday. So maybe I'm just gonna do it from this one, I guess. Yeah, I can't set a section from within the template template page. Which, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because it doesn't, there's no way for us to anchor anything there. But then how do we make it show up? Only Let's see, layer in view. Let's try this one first. See if any of those triggers works. Work? I think it's work. Nope, this one doesn't. How about this? Let's see. Also no. One last try. Back. And it also does not. Okay. So we need a different approach here. Unscroll maybe. No. On appear, no. Layer in view, section in view. You know, like I don't want to do it like this, but I guess this way I'm just gonna have to add a section to trigger it. Can I do it from here though? Of course I can't. It makes sense. Why would I be able to? Maybe this, no. Okay, all right, so let's just change the way that we're gonna trigger those and do like, maybe they start a little bit inwards instead. Maybe that's gonna do it. Did I wait? Yeah, layer in view. Okay, I think this will do it. Come on, it's there. Like it should be there. Yeah? No? %. Costume. Oh, I see. Okay. So actually, no, it's instead of this, it's gonna be like 2 pixels inwards. That should do it. And it does not. Okay. Layer in view. It goes from this to the current, which is 0. Opacity, okay. Do I have any delay set? No. Time to absolute 0 with 100%. Let me try and like really add it in. Let's see. It's weird. Like it should. Oh, you see? Okay, so maybe it just needed more than a couple of pixels. Okay, that's fine. Like that's okay. Now we need the same for these ones. So these ones are gonna also be layer in view. I don't know if I need to. Let's see. I guess that's also gonna work because it's not off screen. So where's our other one? Here? Yeah. So this one also layer in view. And let's try that now. Okay, now those two don't show up. So I guess we just have to do the same thing. So here, enter, yeah, just put it like in there a little bit more. This one, same thing. Minus 10. Actually, coming in from this side, maybe. 100-ish. Cool. That should work now. Okay. All right, so now I just want to tweak it because I want this one to finish before like 1.5. I think that should do it. Cool. That's cool. I like that. Okay. Let's check it out one more time. From the top. Cool. Goes back. Oh yeah, actually our nav mask, it's the only thing I'm gonna tweak because the nav BG there, it smoothly animates, you know, when it goes from one to the other one. So to kind of continue selling the effect there, our nav BG there on, for example, this one, instead of invisible, I want it to be visible. And I wanted to go ahead and cover the whole thing. I think now this should give me the feeling that it's going back up. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Cool. Let me just check one last little detail. Okay. Ah, beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. Amazing. Cool. Now it's going to be choppy. This one's going to be nice and smooth. All right, that's awesome. That's so good. So I'm just, all we need to do is copy this one over. Why is that kind of falling off of the thing? Do we have some kind of padding or, oh, this has a width, oh, sorry, a height. So why don't we just set this to fill instead? It adjusts better. Or just fit, maybe. Hold on. This is set to fit. That's fill. And what about this one? Mega menu set to fit. That's probably fine. Okay. So last thing to do is really the navbg thing. So let's see there. Relative. Set it to 100%. That's a little bit annoying, isn't it? Why is that happening? Like, if it's 100 and if it's aligned properly, then why is that happening? Yeah, so we do need it to be fill. Okay, mega menu. Set the height to fill. Can't here. Okay, cool. Why not? Oh, because it is absolute. That's why. So no, 100%. Instead, set it to 100%. Everywhere else, it's a fill. Fill. Like, where is that coming from? It's so weird. Because, oh wait, that's why. Okay. Okay, so it's going to be set to start. I know it seems tiny, and it is, but those are the kinds of things that I just want to make sure everything is really, really perfect, because those mistakes accumulate and seem small, and they are, but they can actually make a difference later. There, we want to do a start, align. No, it's here. This one is going to be at the start as well. Fill. I think that's it on both ends. Yes, that's it. This one also. Set it to fill. Okay. Fill. And I think we're good on both sides there, both ends. Okay, last thing to do should be just grabbing the nav BG, pasting the style, position everywhere, 100%. Okay, here it is the same thing. Paste the style, and it's at 100%. That should do it. Let's check it out. Hopefully, I didn't break anything. Okay, so I did change one thing that I didn't want to have changed in terms of behavior. So I'm going to revert that actually. Did I? Let's see. It's pretty much the same. So let's just go and commit to our changes. Cool. That's perfect. All right, and we're at the hour mark. So from now on, I'm just going to be doing pretty executional stuff. So I may not be sharing every single step, just because it's probably going to be pretty boring, just like copy pasting things in terms of effects, structure stuff. I might do one example of a responsiveness adjustment, but I don't know, I think most of the things that I wanted to cover are pretty much covered up to here. So I might just share when everything's finalized. We'll see. But if you've watched so far up to this point, thank you very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Again, my name is Fernando. I'm from hippodesign.studio, creating framer templates. And right now, if you haven't yet, check out the website. Again, hippodesign.studio, where you have the current template I've already launched, and this one that we're building here together is also going to be hopefully pretty soon. Thank you very much for watching up to this point, and I will see you on the next one. See you.